Hey guys, nice to see you here. Just about anywhere you go, you can get it's tamarind. If you watch my latest videos, you'll see I talked about this as concentrate, really sour stuff. It tastes like warheads sour, or like warhead. What's that called? Laffy Taffy, or the fruit roll-ups. Woo! There is no better anti-ager than this. Check out my video where I talk about that. #1 anti-aging superfood on the planet, known to man. Knocked off 40 years of this one woman's life, and they did experimentation on it to back that up. You find soursop graviola, which I put some in. Talked about the this plant here. This is concentrate. Not only does it give you energy, it kills and targets cancer cells 10,000 times better than chemo and radiation. So, let me just take you over here for a moment. Now, I don't approve of sun drying, so that's not what this is. We just cleaned these off, if you followed in the video, and we dipped it into this distilled water, and that's the only cleaning solution this needs. The problem with the industry is they're unaware that moringa is a natural herbicide, pesticide, and insecticide. But also, it's a natural preservative. If you've watched any of my shows where I've been interviewed on Garving Gardens, you can check that out, where we do frequently asked questions, moringa affairs. So I'm glad I'm doing this segment, because if you're watching this, Ken, this is kind of how one methodology of taking the moringa, which there's just a whole forestry of moringa and possibilities as we go down into other areas in my moringa kingdom. And so when harvesting these, it's a very fun process, and I thank every moringa tree for giving such a humble amount of life. All the nutrients we need are found in these leaves. This is EGCG, so this is fresh. No cleaning solutions that are chemical, ETOs, ethylene glycol, or certified organic sprays or genetically engineered stuff. And this is the rare heirloom organics leaves. As you can see, they're very thin. The bigger ones may be the Steppe Thuliana, or the hybrid PMK1 that grows faster. So we're not trying to do anything of the such. I do not actually advocate sun drying, but this is actually just drying the leaves from the watering process. And we take the branches and put them here. You'll see all these branches. You can grind this up in a blender, or if you've got a wood chopper, however you want to look at it. And then, we will be putting it over in the compost pile. So, and with compost, it's really interesting, because you can take the coconut husks and you can throw that in here. We're going to, if you burn, you can burn things, oxidize it, you can water it, however you want to look at it. Then you put your pure soil there. We're going to pour soil all through here and start a whole cultivation. The banana plants over there. I like it here in the central location with the 2 coconut trees, because any husk or coconuts that fall, they can feed your compost. You have high electrical alkaloids in that. And with that, you can have an herb garden, tomatoes, basic stuff, collard greens, broccoli, all heirloom organic stuff here, banana tree, and what have you. So that's really interesting. And you can even put moringa in a compost pile. You can use it for compost tea. It's all very fascinating process. It's astonishing, because if we are what we consume, we should consume luxury. And with these plants, as you've seen in the videos, I've been taking these leaves myself and putting it in and feeding each of these trees, feeding the crops, the corn, and what have you. So that's just how you basically can, feed everything and make it mineralized. That's the key we want to do. So here, I'm not drying it. So we actually do the shade drying process. It's the proper way to do it. You don't want to do, what's it called? The dehydration. That kills the vitamin A, B12. So this is the best methodology, just like this. I'm going to put it into here. which then it will dry. We shade dry it and we can grind it up, pulverize it without killing any enzymes, because for instance, Vitamix, it doesn't heat up. So if the engine doesn't heat up, then your actual leaves will not have any problems. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of show you the little work behind it that's involved. Ababola, thank you, Moringa. Such a humble giving tree. And the reason I do this is to essentially help those who are inclined, connected, and want their best health now. See, you can just take these, consume them like that. This should be in every salad, every smoothie. We're ranked #1 because of the way we process it is with absolutely no chemicals or sprays, no fillers, no additives, no cleaning solutions. So like actually you're getting the raw stuff from us, unprocessed and not through the industry standard. So here's your branch, which is just jam-packed with nutrients as well, fiber, zeatin, lots of chlorophyll. You could grind this up and make a smoothie yourself. Don't forget you can consume the branches, the bark, but the roots as well. And so here's an example of when it dries. You'll see it kind of crinkles up. Okay, so that's where we want to get it shade dry. Okay, this was shade dried. It tastes really good. To me, it tastes like beef jerky almost. It's crazy. And so that, when it's like that in that process, you can take it and grind it up into a nice green, emerald golden green powder. And so when we get to that point, this is why everybody wants our stuff, because you see the processing involved is very simple. It's a very loving process because no animals are harmed and really no trees are harmed. These leaves, they all grow back within a week or two, right back the way they were. I do not like to harm trees or animals myself. I do feel that I ask every tree, the moringa tree, if I can, use these for healing the people. And so I connect with it, with nature on that end, whether you believe in that sort of thing or not. Even like with the fruit that's produced on this tree, I feel it's an abundant giving process as well, that it's the most valued part of the tree is the drumstick. And you can do this in your hometown. This is just what one season. If you looked at the videos, it can get 10 to 15 feet no matter where you're at. And it's faster growing than many bamboo variations because of the high zeatin, high chlorine amount. I have a plethora of videos talking more about this. Okay, so you have your branch here. And another good thing you can do if you get the tree with the flowers is make moringa blossom flower tea. Let me show you that real quick. I call it the Black Sun Moringa